Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we're back with another creature type matters deck. So we're playing some Golgari Elves. So after we had a bit of fun with Dimir Ninjas the other day. So this deck has had some new cards added to it, which make it a spicy new prospect in the format. So we did play with Tyvar the Pummeler the other day. So this is a kind of another Elvish Warmaster style card, which lets you pump a load of mana into it and kind of pump all your creatures and smash through for the win once you've gone wide with lots and lots of elves. But we also have Elvish Archdruid new to the format, so this is another Lord to go alongside many of the others which are already available. So this is 3 mana for a 2/2. Other elves you control get +1/+1. Pretty standard Lord text. But it also has tap to add 1 green for each elf you control. So in a deck like this, you know, you can often be adding 5, 6, 7 green mana, which spirals nicely into a large Genesis wave. So again, this is a reprint new to the format. X and 3 green, reveal the top X cards of your library. You may put any number of permanent cards with mana value X or less from among them onto the battlefield. Then put all cards revealed this way that weren't put onto the battlefield into your graveyard. So this is a very good way of just kind of getting loads and loads of permanents onto the board, potentially just going straight into a Shaman of the pack and closing out the game very, very quickly. So yeah, we want as much mana as possible to be able to do that. So that is another exciting new card. So yeah, Golgari Elves is interesting. The rest of the deck is as you would find it previously. So obviously we have our 1 mana elves which produce green mana, very, very important part of the deck. Then we have Dwynen's Elite as a 2-drop, so a 2/2 that comes with another 1/1 if you already control an elf. Elvish Warmaster, which is one of the kind of pieces of glue that holds the deck together. So 2/2 for 2 on its own, but whenever 1 or more other elves you control enter, you create a 1/1 elf warrior creature token. And then Leaf Crown Visionary is our other lord in the deck, so not only does that pump all of the other elves that you control, but also acts as the card draw engine of the deck. So whenever we cast an elf spell, we can pay a green to draw a card. And then our other 3 drops are where our black cards are in the main deck. So we've got 3 copies of Glisser Sunslayer, which is actually an elf as well as being a Phyrexian zombie. So 3/3 with First Strike and Death Touch, so incredibly hard to deal with in combat. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, we can draw a card, we can destroy an enchantment or remove up to 3 counters from a permanent. And then Shaman of the Pack, which is one of the finishers. It's a 3/2 for 3 mana, which when it enters, target opponent loses life equal to the number of elves you control. So you're very much hoping in this deck that you will be hitting the opponent for 7, 8, potentially more mana. And then one of my favourites, Collected Company, 2 creatures from the top 6 of your library onto the battlefield at instant speed, getting all of those triggers from your War Masters and your Dwynen's Elites and all of the rest of it at instant speed. Very, very good card, particularly in a deck like this. Then our lands, so we're running 20 lands as well as our elves, our mana elves. So we've got our dual lands, we've got some creature type lands as well, so Cavern of Souls and 3 secluded courtyards, a Beseiju, a couple of forests, and then we are running 1 copy of 3 Tree City, which again is a relatively new card, a legendary land. Choose a creature type when it enters, and then it has a kind of Nykthos effect. Obviously, it's not as good as Nykthos. They're never going to print Nykthos again. But this is 2 and tap. Choose a colour, add an amount of mana of that colour equal to the number of creatures you control of the chosen type. So, again, this is a good way of just producing lots and lots of mana. Just by virtue of having a deck which likes to play a lot of elves. In the sideboard, we've got Shaper Sanctuary, so this is a good sideboard card against decks which run a lot of targeted removal. Just turns those removal spells into extra cards for us. Heroic Intervention, very good at dealing with mass removal spells. So you see a lot of these sideboard cards are about kind of protecting our creatures and just helping them survive long enough to close out the game. Abrupt Decay, very, very good removal spell in the early game, can't be countered. Realm Walker, one of those kind of pseudo card draw cards which allow us to cast elves off the top of our library. 3 Reclamation Sages for blowing up opposing artifacts or enchantments. And then because we are running black, we are playing the best graveyard hate that exists in black, which is 4 copies of Leyline of the Void. Our deck doesn't really use the graveyard, but this is still better than any of the other options if you are playing black, as it can come down from your opening hand immediately. And yeah, very, very good at stopping the opponent doing anything with their graveyard. So yeah, pretty simple elf deck. Elf Ball, as I think some people refer to it. Elf Wave, perhaps now, is what you should call it. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think it should be called. I've gone with the traditionally boring Golgari Elves. I'm open to suggestions. But yeah, it should be a fun one to play. Some, as I say, some new toys for it to play with in the format, which may have kind of powered it up into greater contention. So we'll see how we go on with this. Thank you very much for watching. As ever, hit those like and subscribe buttons. Always appreciate the support. And yeah, let's go on to the ladder. Ooh, we will always take being on the play with a deck like this. Ooh. Yes. Me. So the opponent's playing Gigantha. I don't think I can keep this. I mean, just turn 2 Leaf Crown into nothing is just too grim. Yep, this is better. So let's pop back Genesis Wave for now. Okay, the opponents looks like they're mulliganing to 5, so we might get away with this. This still isn't the... Wow, they really didn't like what they had going on there, did they? Well, I know they're playing Gigantha, which means it might be a graveyard deck, but I'm not sure. Why have I got 2 different copies of... I mean, that's just annoying. Why do you do this to me, Rhea? Yeah, it could be, but I don't think I know enough to be certain, so I'm not going to change what I'm doing in this first game, in this second game. First post. Well, that's not keepable. Okay, we'll move on, shall we? Right, well, let's do a hard reset. This is a great hand. Be nice to draw another 1-drop just to go alongside the War Master next turn, but, you know, we can't be too greedy. God, our opponents really are mulliganing away their lives, aren't they? Okay, they're just on 6, that's fine. And they've got a ley line of guild packs, so they're playing mono green. Ah, hello. You know what? Bring it. Yeah. No fear. That's more of a problem. I don't think I need to Coco yet. So I think what I'll do is I'll War Master. That'll produce me some Elves, Leaf Crown Visionary, and just pass the turn, because now they can't really attack me. Wow. I see they've elfed before. Right, well, let's add 6 green mana. Play Collected Company. Grab... Fine! So, I think I will want Reclamation Sage for their ley lines. Beyond that, I think I'm pretty well matched up for this, I think. Tyvar is just meh here, I think. Maybe I'll trim a Genesis Wave as well. We're kind of just going wider than the opponent, I think is the strategy for playing against mono green. They didn't really have any of their big hitters there. And our elves were just bigger than theirs. Yeah, this is pretty good. We could potentially blow up a ley line on turn 2 if we need to. Yep. Okay, we don't need to. So we'll come back and reassess our options. Invasion of Ixalan is a card that exists. Yep. Okay, well I think we want War Master into Llanowar Elf. Create a 1/1. Ooh, what does this do? When it enters, add 1 mana of any colour. Oh, okay, so this is kind of doing a kind of Kiora impression. Yeah, I kind of dig it. I don't like it, but... Alright, let's get... so I could get another elf into play, and then, yeah, get Leaf Crown Visionary. That seems fine. And then just hit them round. Do them some damage. Nah, stop it. So, I could collected company here, so I've got... shame I've not drawn another land. Or I could just go big on making my creatures even bigger. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's just play an Archdruid. Draw... Okay, that's a land, so that's decent. So I'll have that into play. I'll attack with my 3/3. Then I think we can probably wait one more turn, and then we really do need to, like, kill them. Because they're going to produce a lot of mana here, draw lots of cards. And I don't want them to. Don't really want them playing that either, but... Do you know what? I've learned to live with it. Okay, so they're nearly just dead to our Shamans here. So this one will do 7, and then the next one will do 8, so that seems good enough to me. And I'll play a Dwynen's Elite just in case they manage to kill. And no. Okay, good, good. Yeah, I did think that would be a pretty good matchup for the Elf deck. Mono green just cannot get over the top of it quickly enough. One land, 2 Cocos and 1 land is a bit on the side, so yeah, this is better. I think I would rather just put back a land at this stage of the proceedings. Because the chances are we're either going to draw... Okay, so the opponent's on Phoenix. So I do not mind just running out Glisser here. This is a pretty good card to be playing at this juncture. Right. So, in comes Glisser. Sure. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll just wait. Play Collected Company at the end of turn. Artist Talent is a card. Hopefully they don't have Spell Pierce. They do, don't they? Ugh. That's so rude. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. In which case, well, we'll just start playing some more elves. Yeah, this is, as I found out when I played Phoenix the other day, this is a good card. Can confirm, certifiable good card. Please no second Phoenix. Okay, that's good. Because I do back myself to race them if they don't have another one. I'll probably kill my Leaf Crown Visionary here. Or they'll Treasure Cruise. Either is acceptable. I don't think I won't do it. That's fine. And I don't love them milling a treasure cruise there. I do not love it at all. I mean, they're on the hook for a lot of damage here, but they have infinite cards available to them now. Just how much removal they can draw. Because they don't play any mass removal in the main board. We will have to guard against that after sideboarding. Okay, you now have as many cards as one human being could possibly require. They have a second Phoenix, that is not a surprise. Yeah, I was going to say, they must have some removal going on here. They do take long turns when you're playing against Phoenix. So many spells. So little time. 2 treasure cruises in 1 turn. That is a thing that has just happened to me. Okay, I like blue land. Blue land is not red land. That is not good. That is not what I wanted to see. I mean, I can draw. That's another elf. It's 2 more elves, I suppose. there's no point attacking if I'm not getting a damage through. They have so many cards that they'll just bring their Phoenixes back again. So yeah, we're just waiting another turn and hoping for the best. I mean, I say they've exhausted their cruises. They're almost ready to use another one. It's Phoenix number 3. It's getting harder and harder here to see how we fight through this, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, we might hit a like Genesis wave or something, so we're certainly not out of it. Don't love that. Yeah, I think it's basically Coco or Genesis wave or bust here now. Our creatures are still big enough at the moment. Still not attacking, eh? Problem is, I'm just not doing anything once I've got Leaf Crowned into play. I mean, we'll give it a go, because it might... I mean, they've drawn so many cards, I just can't see how we don't lose our Leaf Crown Visionary here. It looks like they're going to cruise again. Which I'm not in favour of. I want to make it very clear that I do not approve of anyone playing 3 treasure cruises in one game. It's bordering on unreasonable. I mean, you're obviously going to kill it. Stop hovering over it. Does not require a difficult decision. Okay, let's move on to game 2. So, I would like Heroic Intervention. I would definitely like Leyline of the Void. I think I stick in a couple of Shaper's Sanctuaries as well, and I'm basically taking out all of my other non-creature spells. They're just too vulnerable to counter spells here. So yeah, let's do it like this. And hope for the best. So they will probably be bringing in their sweepers. Maybe some other creatures as well. Yeah, they could attempt to do like the third... What's it called again? The Iconoclast, the one that's like a young Pyromancer, but better. Yeah, they might try and do that against Elves. Just give themselves enough blockers. It's probably what I'd do, and therefore probably wrong. Got a Leyline of the Void, therefore it's keepable. That is how it works in these post-sideboard matches. And they don't really have any good answers to it. They've got Brazen Borrower, but as I discovered when I tried to do that, it's very slow and cumbersome. Okay, I'm not actually doing anything for another 2 turns, but it's a start. Ah, behold my fearsome enchantments. There's nothing you can do. I would have thought that was a Brazen Borrower adventure, but we got away with it there. And Glisser is still alive. Fiery Impulse not doing what they need it to in this situation. Okay, they may have a Lightning Axe, but that costs them a card that will not come back. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that must sting. Okay, I don't really want 3 Shaman of the packs, but... don't really want an Archdruid either, but... I'll play it. Want some small elves. Prophesidetic Memory is a card. Okay, well, Archdruid lives to fight another day. So, play a Leaf Crown Visionary. I'll tap this for 2 to play a Shaman of the pack, which will draw me a card. And it's all coming together now. I mean, you can just see the power of Leyline of the Void here. It's been absolutely devastating for them. Mystic. Draw a card. Now we can Leaf Crown Visionary again. Okay, well, I'll keep drawing cards. Play another Shaman of the pack. Hit them for 5 more. So the only thing is, I don't have a good answer to a sweeper here. But, no. Okay, well that seemed decent. So I will... Am I doing anything differently? I think I'll put back in the Llanowar Elf. Take out 1 Shaman on the draw. It's marginal, but... So yeah, basically mulligan for Leyline of the Void. Pretty flawless strategy in a situation like this. That'll do. It's not actually the best opening hand, just cause it's not really got any power after I've played the Elves, but this you can't say no to this in a matchup like this. Yep, Elf. Now, am I playing around a sweeper here? I think I probably should. I don't like doing it, but I think it's the right thing to do. Fair enough. I mean, it's coming out again. Yep. Okay, well, I'm glad I did what I did. Let's start rebuilding. And then we can ley line next turn. Hopefully avoiding a counterspell. But let's see what they do. Hardcasting Arclight Phoenix is fine. I mean, I'm happy to get into a race. I will need to draw something else. Double Arclight, eh? Okay, well, looks like we're off to the races. That is not something else. That is worse than something else. Yeah, it's basically draw an answer or die next turn. And you better believe I'm not happy about it. Don't let me down. Wow. It let me down. Will I ever successfully cast a Genesis Wave, I hear them ask. And I just don't have a good answer for them. Okay, well, these are all cards which exist, so let's get Glisser into play. Always feels like a good turn to play. Okay, so Golgari sacrifices the order of the day.
This will be quick. We can do this all day.
In which case I shall play an Archdruid. And both of these at Tyvar.
Now it's getting fun.
So they got a lot of mana. I don't approve of this at all. And a Woe Strider as well. Well, I'm impressed. Consider myself impressed. Green, green, Leaf Crown Visionary. Here comes Glisser. I mean, I'd say if only she had Trample, but that would be highly unreasonable. And we'll draw off our Leaf Crown Visionary. Okay, it's all Shamans all the time here. I've drawn an unreasonable amount of Shamans in this video, I would say, compared to everything else. I really, really wish you wouldn't do that. Okay. I mean, the opponents have basically the perfect draw, and we've kind of come close to winning anyway, so I'm not that worried. They have done unreasonably well with their drawing. Yeah, I'll skip this one up. Yeah, not much to be done about that, I don't think. We're obviously just putting in Leyline again. And I think Abrupt Decay is a pretty good answer to Tyvar. What am I taking out? Other Tyvar isn't great here. Neither is Glisser, to be honest. Trim a Genesis Wave as well. Yeah, that felt like an interesting one. We were never that far away from doing well, and they had like 8 Woe Striders, so very much could have been worse. Ooh, we love a Leyline of the Void. Sure thing. You do you. Let's assume they don't just have another removal spell. They may do, in which case, screw them. Better. Okay, well, no black mana today. Well, that'll learn me to wait to play the land, I suppose. Play Collected Company now, I think, just because we might get some benefits out of our... So I'm not attacking here, so let's just pass the turn. We've now got basically an immovable wall. Oh, I might actually get to cast Genesis Wave. It's exciting, isn't it? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 mana, so 4, 5, Genesis Wave for 6. Don't you dare concede. Thank you. Okay, we got to do it. Yeah, I think this is pretty good on the draw. I might stick in a Realm Walker in exchange for one of our Dwynen's Elite, just because that does give us a bit more card advantage. Leyline of the Void equals keep. We've done very well on our sideboarding in these games, I have to say. You cannot complain too much at having... I mean, I don't like duplicate ley lines, but... Do you know what? Not going to be that guy. I'm okay. I'm willing to accept it. Now we're just going big or going home, I think. This hand, the hand is a little bit awkward. I've got a lot of land, so let's abrupt decay of Ran. That might prompt them to... yeah. And then just... that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Ooh, do I just play Collected Company here? Oh wait, I can do both. So, let's play Leyline of the Void. Then play Collected Company. Oh, I love being able to do both. It's very unlikely they'll ever speak to me again, to be honest. Okay, well, they're going wide. I don't really have any decent answers to that at the moment. I mean, beyond... okay, but to be fair, that is quite good. Yep. Should just about do us. Yep. Okay, very good. That is the power of Elves, and we got to cast a Genesis Wave as well, so... frankly, we're all winning here. The opponent might not see it that way, but we are all winning here. And that... a mythic I already have. Cope. Yeah, that was Elf Ball. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I still don't think it's the strongest deck in the universe. It is pretty easy to get around, as we saw with that Phoenix game. And if you're not very good against Phoenix, then good luck in this format. But I enjoyed it. So yeah, here's the deck list one more time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe. See you next time.